work, but you gotta put in work, 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 work. You don't gotta go to work, 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 work.
Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hello. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight to celebrate Emily's List and our wonderful candidates. With this sleepy little primary season this year, it seems like we might have a few things to talk about. So please go ahead, take your seats. We're going to go ahead and get started. Obviously, there is a lot to talk about. The real question here is where to begin. Unlike the Republicans, we are not going to begin by comparing hand sizes. Instead, we're going to focus on the incredibly talented, smart, qualified women that we have running from the very top of the ticket all the way on down to our crucial state and local candidates. For starters, we've endorsed 22 pro-choice Democratic women across 19 states running for the House. Stay tuned for more. We've also endorsed 8 new women running for the Senate, and 4 of those women are women of color. To put that in some perspective, there have only ever been 2 women of color elected to the Senate, and they were elected 20 years apart. So this is the year we have the chance to not only win back the Senate, but to transform it. And we are off to a great start so far. We're 2 for 2 in primary wins. That's right. Of course, we're also working to re-elect Senator Patty Murray from Washington. And for President of the United States, Emily's List has been with Hillary Clinton from day one. And as someone who worked on Hillary's campaign in 2008 and now through Emily's List, I could not be more proud of her campaign's record-setting progress. Hillary has earned more votes than any other presidential candidate currently running on either side, and we will continue to be with her every step of the way. Whether it's mobilizing women voters through our independent expenditure, Women Vote, working to elect Hillary Clinton through our Madam President initiative, or electing more women with diverse perspectives to the House and getting Nancy Pelosi back as our Speaker, 2016 is shaping up to be the biggest year ever for Emily's List. And as if we're not busy enough this year, I do have one more thing on my agenda. And I know it would not be possible without all of you. You see, one of the very first campaigns I ever worked on years ago was against a woman, a Republican woman, who believed nothing was more important than preventing gay people from getting married. This is a good example of why we stick with pro-choice Democratic women only. But in spite of the efforts of people like her, and because of the hard work and dedication of so many of you here in this room tonight, I am getting married to my partner, Holly, this fall in my former opponent's home state of Colorado. So it's a very busy year indeed. The stakes are incredibly high, and we are ready to win. With that, I'm proud to introduce our next 3 speakers. Tonight, you'll hear from Senator Patty Murray, who is truly the people's senator. Since she was elected in 1992 as the mom in tennis shoes, we've seen her leadership in action time and time again. She tackles the hardest problems, and she knows a little something about making sure there's a Democratic majority in the Senate, which she helped do as chair of the DSCC in 2012. That's right. And there's Congresswoman Tammy Duckworth from Illinois. Just a few years ago, she was running against an opponent who tried to make her look like a less serious candidate by showing a picture of her picking out what she was going to wear to the Democratic National Convention. Her response, and I paraphrase here, was that she does sometimes take a minute to decide what color she's going to wear, because for most of her adult life, she's worn one color, camouflage. With her incredible service to our country, democratic values, and commitment to fighting every single day for Illinois families, we cannot wait to have Tammy in the United States Senate next year. And after her recent primary win, she's well on her way. And last, recruited by Emily's List, Deborah Ross is running for Senate from North Carolina, where you all know we've fought some of our toughest political battles together there over the years, but a recent poll shows Deborah already within just 5 points of Richard Burr, one of Roll Call's 10 most vulnerable senators. Deborah is a smart, tough, compassionate woman who just happens to be a civil rights lawyer at a time when we desperately need one in the Senate. Fresh off her own impressive primary victory, to kick off our program tonight, please help me welcome to the stage Deborah Ross.